Yeah. So this is a brand that I've seen for quite a while on a lot of different mail order sites, pretty much eBay for the most part, but sometimes on Amazon and other sites as well. And this is a Kalos, or Kalos, Calos, and they're made by Cecilia, who makes the bowed string instruments. I've had quite a few Cecilia violins and cellos that I've set up student quality, and I've been wanting to check out these guitars for a while. They're very, very spotty in their distribution. Sometimes they're all over the place and then you don't see them for a while. And I'll be honest with you, when I got this one, and I bought it from a particular seller on Amazon that was blowing them out, I got the impression that this was either old stock or these were pretty much blends and seconds, even though it wasn't sold that way. Because when I got it, I can guarantee you that just about anyone who had ordered this would have sent it back. It was horrendous. What allowed me to set it up are a number of things. First of all, the neck is humped right here, and I couldn't get the saddle high enough without it leaning forward, so I actually had to put in a different saddle, a taller saddle on there, and make the bridge stand up a lot higher. And then I had to do some fret work. I had to lower a couple of frets right around where the hump was, where the body joins. This is a very typical repair. Those of you who buy cheap guitars will know what I'm talking about. So pretty much these two frets right here, I had to grind down and then re-crown. And then once I tweaked with the truss rod, I got it to play. But I wrestled with this guitar for quite a while. It's a shame because this is a really nice guitar. First of all, it's solid spruce top with rosewood back and sides, the cutaway. It even has a Fishman Isis piezo and preamp in here. Rosewood board, nice rosewood faced headstock, black capped keys, anti-rust keys. What looks to be real abalone rosette and fret markers. So, I mean, this has all the looks of a pretty nice mid-range guitar, but it has all the problems of a cheaper guitar. I've run into this before. I recently had a couple of Leo James acoustics that look beautiful with the beveled top. You might remember that video that I did. And they look like $300 or $400 guitars, but the necks were so poor on them. I really had to wrestle those to get them to play as well, and just didn't buy any more. I might try one or two more of these just to see if this is a common problem. Judging by the comments on the Amazon page where these are sold, it seems that other people have made that determination as well, that these have been sitting around a while and that they have neck issues. This is about the limit that I could take. If it were any worse than what it was, I would have returned it as well. But I managed to level the frets in the part that it was humped, do a truss rod adjustment, and raise the saddle. Actually, I use a whole different saddle. I put a Graph Tech in here that was taller. And then, reshaped it to match the top of the fretboard here, the shape of the fretboard. So, yeah, a little bit of trouble. Another thing that really annoyed me, and the reason why I think that these have probably been sitting around in a warehouse for a long time, is the 9-volt that came with it, even though it was wrapped in plastic and brand new, was absolutely dead. I put it in and the electronics didn't work at all. So I had to go into my stash and get a 9-volt and put it in, and it worked okay. Just little things like that annoy me, to be honest with you. When you do get accessories with the guitar and you can't use them, it's just kind of irksome. However, they made up for it. Let me show you. they made up for it by giving a much higher than normal standard gig bag. I mean, this is like $45 gig bag. So this kind of makes up for the other stuff a little bit, because most guitars, cheaper guitars, don't come with this quality of gig bag. Now these guitars, I think the non-electronic versions sold for $199, because I remember seeing them at that price. And these ones might be $249 or somewhere around there, $239, $279, somewhere in that range. Of course, I can't sell them for that with the problems that it have. So occasionally they come on Amazon really, really cheap. I got this one as I think about $80, free shipping, which is why I tried it. But just be aware that some of these guitars, even though they look really good, they do take quite a bit of setup work, and everybody has a different skill level when it comes to guitar setup. So this, I would say, this particular one was on the higher, more taxing than normal for acoustic guitar. But it was doable, and I got it to work, and I think it'll make a really nice guitar for someone. The electronics on it are actually really good. A lot of times you get these cheaper off-brand acoustics and they have very cheap preamps. This has a Fishman system in it that you see on guitars 3, 4, 5, 600, so that's a pretty nice system. It's a very handsome guitar. You can see the abalone rosette there. A really nice binding on this. I'll do a twirl for you, and then a nice back seam down there with the heel cap there. Nice cutaway. Really nice looking rosewood board. It's just a shame that it had the issues, because this guitar without those issues would be a $350, $400 guitar. I mean, the parts are really nice. It's got a clear pickguard as well, which I really like. It's got a nice sound. It was buzzing in there really bad, so it's playing now. Yeah, so just one of those things where if it didn't have the issues, this would be a bargain, it'd be a steal, and I think this would be right up in the 250, 300 range, 350 even, with the pickup and everything. It's hard to find guitars with rosewood. It is laminate, but rosewood backed guitars at this price range are becoming harder to find. And it looks, the materials and the looks are on a par with stuff I see with Alvarez and Washburn and stuff like that. It's just, again, with these cheaper budget brands, you're always fighting the QC, and you're liable to get a guitar that needs some work. So most of you that watch this channel are aware of that and are willing to play. So I just letting you know, this one took a bit of wrestling to get this going, but it is a nice and very handsome guitar. I might just grab another one just to see if they're all like this, or if I just got a particularly irksome one. But this is Kalos, and this is the, let me get the model number for you because it's quite convoluted. It is a SDG382 CEQ model from Kalos, made by Cecilia, who you might have seen their bowed string instruments on Amazon. They're a pretty popular company. Yeah, so there you go. Electric acoustic Dreadnought Cutaway. Fun. All right, see you next time.